Greetings, I am Maxwell George Bebelar of 7th period English 200, and right now, what are we doing? Yes, we're covering the Education Accumulating Project. Now, within this project, we had to learn a skill. And so, because I'm so talented, I had to think, what skill do I not know already? And, well, I came up with the skill of tying a tie. It's actually a very complicated skill. It took me about 5 days to master. So, if you try to do it, you probably take you like 100 years or so. But let's try to delve right into this, and I'll show the process of which it and elaborate how I learned. So let me pull up the pictures. So I'm just gonna freeze it, and I'm gonna poof magic up there, and all the pictures will be there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. See, it was magic. Now it's there. Alright, so this is the first day. On the first day, what I tried to do to learn the skill was I just watched a video on YouTube. It didn't go so well, as you can see, because the tie's inside out, and I just had that confused look on my face that I sometimes always have. But, I guess for a first try, it wasn't bad. It's around my neck. It wouldn't fall off, but it made me look like a 5-year-old. So why don't we go down? Well, let's kind of talk what my experience. With the video, I didn't feel like it was very effective because I don't feel like it could help me in my problems. I couldn't follow the steps very correctly because it was hard to see, and they couldn't adapt to how I was listening. I need something or someone to tell me step by step and then help me correct when I made mistakes. But videos don't do that. So I guess I'm not a good video learner. I kind of like people to teach me how to do something. So let's go to second day. And there it is, second day. It looks much dapper, don't I? I look much dapper. Yes, I do. Thank you, Max. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, the tie was actually around my neck. It looks somewhat suitable. I wouldn't be called best dress or anything, but it's on my neck, so it's doing its job. And it looks somewhat reasonable. Now, how did I learn this? Well, this will be kind of embarrassing, but who cares, I guess. I learned the skill from my sister, who learned it from a video. Apparently, she's better at learning from videos than I. But she taught me how, step by step, and this was very effective, because she was able to, when I struggled with something, she showed me how to fix it. And this was very helpful, because the video couldn't do this. When I made a mistake, I didn't know what I did wrong, whereas she could tell me what I was doing wrong. So, I guess we can say technology is going to make everything better, but you can't always use technology to improve everything. And I guess that goes for teachers. We still need teachers. Yeah. Alright. There's some kiss up from me. So let's go on to the third day. Now this is the third day, again with assistance, and I did pretty well, I'd say. Much better than the last one. I was clearly getting the hang of it, and I was becoming a real tie-tying master. You could call me the Tyster or something. I don't know. I'm bad at jokes here. But yeah, overall, it was much better. I felt much better about it, and I felt like I was actually getting and handling mastering skill. However, then came the fourth day. And in fairness, there was a huge gap in between this time. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. That's what happens when you don't practice. Yeah, let's just go on to the last day, which looks phenomenal, I may say. And there it is, the fifth day, the perfect day. I did it right. I was a master tiester, and I did it all the way right. My sister didn't help me that day. I had to practice a little before doing it like this perfect, but I was able to do it, and I was able to replicate that 3 times successfully, which shows, I feel, mastery, that I was able to master skill, which is something I feel like that kind of helped me develop what I feel what it means to be educated. Being educated means to understand the concept and why and how to do it. And I felt like I learned that. I mastered it. I learned how to do it. I felt I was very successful at this skill. Now, let's go on. Hold on. Let me think real quick. Alright, so I remembered what I had to do. I had to incorporate my text and how this all went with my text. So I was able to learn and utilize this into because my whole thesis on the idea is that there is no universal idea of what it means to be educated. That being educated is influenced by our culture, our time in history, and how we view the world. It's not a simple concept. There is no universal definition. That is what viewed. And how I incorporated this is in how I felt what it meant to be educated by after learning this skill, how my own experience with education affected this. And then in other sources I used were the Finland phenomenon and what to be educated meant in Finland, how you gotta be a good part of the system, how you were giving back to Finland, how you're being great, and that it was well respected, and how in America, wait, not America, one moment. I then talked about Barack Obama and how his view of what it meant to be educated in this time in history. How being educated means to meet the challenges of a changing world, and how not to just to meet the challenges, but to adapt to them. And that is what education allows you to do. To be educated means you can to adapt. And this is important in this world because the world is a very changing place where we can be easily deceived, and it takes a really educated person to understand that. So that's how I kind of incorporated it all into my essay in relationship to all my other sources. Overall, how I felt about this project was I liked it. It was pretty fun learning a skill, kind of because I feel like I may need to know this skill. I think every man should learn this skill. And I and what some things I learned about myself about this, about how I'm a learner, is I don't learn well from watching things. I learn well from being instructed on a personal level, one on one, which I feel is now the best way of learning. But hey, that's just my view. There's all types of views out there. But thanks for listening, and this was me and my journey on education and how I incorporated it into my wonderful essay that you can read. All right, see ya. Adios. That's all, folks. I guess that's a good way to end it. Good day.